You eat today, you drink today, good. My name is hyenabreezy, this is Into the Heat of Battle, and I want to wish you a happy Black History Month. Last February, I made a video shouting out some cool as hell black fighting game characters that have gone forgotten for one reason or another, and I told you I'd be back again to do it next year, and well, it's next year, so I have a few more cool as hell black fighting game characters that have not been seen in years. I'll go ahead and link the original video in the description, but right now, it's time to
Into the Heat of Battle. Go for it.
First up, let's visit Samurai Shodown with the man simply known as Jay. Jay made his first and only appearance in Samurai Shodown Sin for the Xbox 360 and arcades. Now, before becoming a swordsman, Jay was originally a sailor who ended up lost at sea and washing up on the shores of Japan. To survive and fend for himself in this new foreign land, he took up the ways of the samurai and learned to wield a sword for 10 years. Over that decade, Jay challenged and beat several dojo masters to make a living, but because he looked different from everybody else, he wasn't praised for his skills, but rather feared and hated. Then one day, while hunger plagued his body, a kind geisha offered him a rice ball. And this was the first time Jay has experienced kindness in any sort since landing in Japan. After some time with her, he would soon fall in love with her and promise to buy her freedom one day. He then finds out about the massive reward for finding Princess Suzu of Lesbia, the country he's originally from. He sees this as a chance to finally free his love and sets out to claim that bounty. For his personality, Jay's just a chill dude. He fights to survive, not to kill. He's sweet and respectful during a battle and will even thank you for the match you just had. But he can be a bit of a hopeless romantic. Do I see him returning anytime soon? Sadly not, mostly cause you don't really see this era of Samurai Shodown being represented in that 2019 game that came out. And especially with them diving into the realm of guest characters with characters like Baiken and Warden? Ah shit, I forgot he was in that game. Anyway, but we can sit here and take the time to appreciate another cool black swordsman with an afro. Now to go from a samurai to a surgeon with Dr. V. Dr. V made his sole appearance in Tobal number 2. For those of you that don't know the series known as Tobal, it is a 3D fighter in the vein of Tekken and Virtua Fighter that is most famous for the man who made the official art. A man that is on the eternal Mount Rushmore of mangaka, the late great father of Dragon Ball, Akira motherfucking Toriyama. That's right, Akira Toriyama himself designed Dr. V. Now on to what makes Dr. V Dr. V. He is a world-renowned surgeon that descends from a long line of military-grade kickboxers. After years and years of making medical discovery after medical discovery, he feels he pushed medical science as far as it can go with current technology. So seeking out new advancements, he travels to the center of the universe to find some ancient medical texts. These texts tell of a royal stone that can hold unimaginable benefit. It is also a prize for the Tobal tournament. And since Dr. V is not only a surgeon, but somebody that's pretty good at whooping people's asses, he decides to enter. And now with Dr. V, I feel like he is one of the standout characters in not only Tobal 2, but Tobal as a whole. Unfortunately, with the passing of Akira Toriyama and Tobal not being visited for years, I don't see Dr. V coming back anytime soon. I mean, the US release of Tobal 2 was cancelled in the first place. But we can take pride in knowing a character as cool as Dr. V is a part of the great legacy of Akira Toriyama, and also proof that he learned how to draw black characters. Now, as we leave the realm of medical science, we're gonna take a trip over to the realm of science fiction with Luca from Plasma Sword. Okay, real quick, this is gonna date the fuck out of this video, but did you see that goddamn Luca trade? Bro is going to the fucking Lakers with fucking LeBron? Huh? Who approved that shit, bro? What? Anyway. Luca is from Plasma Sword, aka Star Gladiator 2. She is an artificial humanoid created with plasma magic by this weird, disgusting fuck named Gore. And I'm not saying that because he looks weird. I mean, I'm no one to judge. I got snakes on my head, a tail, and you don't even want to know what's under this mask. But because he made her to be his devoted fiance without even telling her that she was made in a lab. The thing is though, creating someone who is only devoted to you and has no sense of self or any knowledge of the real world around them, while also giving them destructive plasma magic, can kinda fuck with their head. Luca has no sense of empathy, sympathy, or sorrow. She is at billionaire politician levels of not knowing what it's like to be a human. She is an extreme sadist that sees people as playthings and experiments rather than fellow living creatures, maiming, destroying, dissecting, and killing people without a care in the world. But it's okay, cause she's just a girl in the world, you know? It happens. Teehee. This though comes around to bite Gore in the ass when playing as Luca, because the big bad of the series, Dr. Bilstein, informs Luca of her origins. This causes Luca to break mentally because she has never experienced a negative emotion in her life. So in this deranged, out-of-body mental state, she goes to find Gore and kills him, aka makes him suffer the consequences of his own actions. But because she does not understand the true consequences of death, she thinks he's just being bashful. Now, unlike the other two characters that I covered today, Luca is actually confirmed to be coming back, because Plasma Sword will be a part of the Capcom Fighting Games Collection Part 2. This new age of Capcom fighting games, and fighting games as a whole, is a goddamn miracle. Now moving on from classic Capcom to classic SNK with Rob Python. Rob made appearances in both of the SNK vs. Capcom Card Fighters Clash games, but Rob made his first appearance in the one-off 3D fighter, Buriki One. Buriki One is an MMA-themed fighter for the Hyper Neo Geo 64, which oddly enough inverts the whole idea of most fighting games, where you use the buttons for movement and the joystick for attacks. In Buriki One, Rob is a prize-fighting boxer that only cares about three things: getting paid, getting and getting people knocked the fuck out. He has been fighting dirty for years without a care in the world and without any penalties from any referees. This is in contrast to the main character of Buriki One, Guy Tendo, the guy Rob has been the main rival to. His Shadow to his Sonic, his Thunder Rangers to his Wind Rangers, his Kuromi to his My Melody, you get what I'm saying. Now as far as him coming back, honestly at first you wouldn't think so because he was only in one game. But if I'm gonna be real, I can see Rob showing up because SNK has referenced Buriki One quite a few times. Mostly with Guy Tendo, with him being a striker in KOF 2000 and being a playable character in KOF 11. But that does leave a window of opportunity. Maybe one day in the future he can make a cameo in the new Garo game, or maybe we'll get lucky one day and have a Team Buriki in a KOF game, with Rob Python, the main character Guy Tendo, and the main boss, Silver. Hey, it's only a small chance, but fingers crossed, you know? Okay, we have arrived at the last character I have for you today. This one, though, is gonna be hard to talk about because of the game that she comes from. It's not a bad game, it's not controversial or anything, it's quite the opposite. It's hard to talk about this game because I tried to keep these segments to like 5 minutes max, but how am I supposed to talk about a game that so perfectly fits my niche, is so goddamn beautiful in every way, and is so ahead of its time for only 5 minutes? No, No. I can do this. I can do this. No, it's fine. We're gonna get through this. My job is to talk about one character and one character alone, and I can do it. Okay, here we go. And the final character I have for you today is Garia from Slap Happy Rhythm Busters. Slap Happy Rhythm Busters is an immaculate, impeccable, magnificent, sensational. Stop! I'm doing too much. Just give it its own video. Just give it its own video. All right. It's an early 2000s game that's part fighting game, part rhythm game. Okay, that's it for the game. Now onto the character. Garia is a fortune teller and one of the main sources for good in the game. This is because her main goal is to keep people from getting hurt when a UFO hits the planet during a fighting tournament. With her fortune telling abilities, she can also sense that the evil assassin Mercantile will be at the tournament, so she will do her best to keep people safe from him as well. And honestly, with what she can do, I don't doubt that she can do it. Because for some reason, being a fortune teller gives you the ability to summon swords from out of nowhere, summon a swarm of bat demons to attack your enemies, and call forth Beelzebub to this mortal plane to devour your enemies with the power of dance. Now, with as insanely cool as she is, it breaks my heart to say this, but there is little to no chance of her coming back. Her game is as dead as any dead fighting game can be. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna try to look on the bright side. As long as this ADHD and autism-riddled brain of mine and those two freaks somewhere out in the world who look fondly upon this game still exist, I swear Garia and her game will never be forgotten. And there you have it, 5 more Black fighting game characters that have been lost to time that I wanted to give some love to. If you want to shout out any more Black fighting game characters that have been forgotten, go ahead and leave a comment. If you have any Black fighting game characters in general that you just love, go ahead and leave a comment. Or if I got any facts wrong about these characters, go ahead and leave a comment. Just try your best not to be an asshole about it. Alright? Please be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell if you'd be so kind. If you want to keep up with me, my art, and my voice acting, go ahead and follow me on BLUESKY. If you're feeling generous and want to support me further, you can go ahead and donate to my Ko-fi, or if you'd like to commission me, you can go ahead to my website to get some artwork from me of your very own. I appreciate y'all dearly. Happy Black History Month. I know times are tough, but you'll get through it. My name is hyenabreezy. I was here, and I did the best I can. Later.